So every Sunday, I sit around. I try to sit around. You know how that is. If you're busy, try to sit around. And I'm thinking about the menus for the week and I'm thinking about what I want to do for that day. And quite frankly, the thought of cooking or baking on a Sunday literally makes me want to shriek. I know you know the feeling. So, what do? I start thinking, what sounds good? Maybe I'll just run out and pick something up, slide through the drive through. First and foremost, the one that I think of is Chick-fil-A. Now, for those of you who are listening outside of the US proper, Chick-fil-A is a fast food drive through restaurant. They have delectable food, good sandwiches. And as far as I'm concerned, there is a debate whether who has the best chicken sandwich or chicken burger for most of you, but that's another video. But I think of Chick-fil-A and I think of that warm filet and nothing on that bread or that bun except pickle, the tender, crisp idea of biting into this thick, juicy filet makes my mouth water. Aside from that, they offer other chicken items on the menu, nothing beef, nothing pork, chicken only. And one of the things that I love, aside from their macaroni and cheese, if you haven't tried that, you need to, is the waffle cut fries. Now, these are French fries that are cut in a waffle shape. And they are crispy on the outside and tender on the inside and fluffy with just the right amount of salt. And the thought of that on a Sunday is so intriguing and delightful. And of course, with the Chick-fil-A sauce, which is a combination of barbecue, mayonnaise, mustardy goodness, and then also the Polynesian sauce, which is this red, sticky sauce that, well, you can't even really tell what the ingredients are, but they are so good. I put my shoes on, I grab my bag, get the keys, and before you know it, halfway out the door, I think, oh, this is Sunday. Now, Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. They are closed because they like to give their employees one day in which, well, they can relax and worship and do whatever it is that they want to do on a Sunday. And there's good old Zelda, who is craving the Chick-fil-A sandwich combo. So what do? I pull back and I think, okay, now I've got that craving. Maybe I can go to another place. You've been there. Maybe I can substitute and it will satisfy that urge. Now that brings me into another, topic here that I know that you're going to resonate with. And that is instant gratification. We live in that society. We hear it all the time. Just go put something in the microwave, or here, we're going to do it in the air fryer, or how about a convection oven, or this, or that. We always have to have a substitute, even on a menu, even when building a house, even as a job, or an employee, a career. We have to have a substitute. If not, we feel like we've been cheated. Why am I talking about this today? Well, because it is human nature to want something that we can't have. And I know that's why this is happening every Sunday. I know that's why I want Chick-fil-A every Sunday. So the idea of me cooking on Sunday, I've just resolved that I'm going to cook on a Sunday, and I don't even think about it. And that little noise was brought to you by Shaggy, my kitty. So we are instant gratification, and we're trying to substitute. And now we're thinking, maybe, just maybe, I can do this instead. So, I've actually trained myself, like I said, to even start thinking about cooking on Sunday. But the one interesting thing that happens is that when I get that craving on Sunday, I think, oh, you know what? Tomorrow they're open. On Monday, they're open. But what happens on a Monday? Well, Monday, I don't even think about it. You know that. You go through it too. I don't think about it. I don't go there. I don't even really crave it anymore. Why is that? It's because we want something that we can't have. Now let's fast forward and expand this a little bit. Let's talk about relationships. We're going to talk about not only relationships, but what about that car? What about that job? What about that new home? Gee, I want that so bad. And if I can't have it, I'll just substitute. And that's also called rebounding. And that's also called not taking a breath and thinking about things before you get involved. And you're going to have to just step back, just like on those Sundays when Chick-fil-A is not open. I just had to step back and resolve myself to thinking there will be another day. And that's what you have to do as well. There will be another day. What's the key to all of this? What's the key to feeling like you just have to have someone or that car or that job or whatever that case may be? And you may be going through that right now. Is that you have to focus on you. You have to focus on you to understand that, look, if it's good for me, I'm willing to make the time investment. And when it's going to show up, it's going to show up. Because my experience is those things that I wanted a year ago, I look back and I think, oh man, why did I want that when I have this? And all I had to do was wait just a little bit. So be patient. And when it comes to that relationship, the one, that you think, well, they're the last man on earth or they're the last woman on earth, and I'm not going to find anyone else. That's not true. And you know it deep down inside. But right now you have other things going on, and it makes you feel whole. It creates that filling of the void within you. The most important part right now is for you to learn to love yourself. This is going to be a very tough one, I'm going to tell you. You have to love yourself enough to realize that someone else may not love you enough. Ooh, that's tough. Think about it. You've got to love yourself enough to know and to understand that someone else may not love you the way you want them to, the way you think they should. And we always get upset when someone else doesn't love us the way we want them to love us. But yet, if there's somebody else that comes along and they love us, they love us, but we're not interested, we certainly don't have any qualms whatsoever about pushing them to the side and saying, oh, you're not for me, no matter how much it hurts them. So from now on, I want you to know that this is an important part of not going through this, so that when Sunday rolls around and you have that craving, you don't have to worry anymore. You just have to learn to love yourself enough. I want to thank you today for listening. I'm so glad to come to you and talk with you like this. I'm going to do this a lot more often. In the meantime, if you'd like to come over and get a psychic reading with me, you certainly may. Come on over to www.psychicssecrets.com. There's two S's in the middle, psychicssecrets.com. I'm extension 11. I'm inviting you to come over and read my bio. I want you to see what I'm all about. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a wonderful and a lovely, happy day. And you know, I may just go out and get that Chick-fil-A after all. See ya.